Dogs, nigga.
BST5. We spoke earlier that you won't see that till tomorrow, but you know what I'm saying? Another dope event, man. My personal battle of the night.
I already know what you're gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. But you know, how'd you feel about just today's event, man? The success. Everybody was here. It was just love today.
I appreciated seeing some of the same faces that's at every event from the fan level. I appreciated seeing, you know, a bunch of the battlers that came out from E-Hart to C3 to Sirius Jones to Jims to we got in the building from Don't Fly. Both QP. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got Mike P, Bourne's in the building. I'm trying to look around and remember right now, so many people's in the building. You know what I mean? I just appreciate everybody for coming out and making Blood, Sweat, and Tears 5 what it was. We got some crazy footage for y'all. That's crazy footage.
Tonight, man. What was, I know you like all the battles, but what battle right there stuck out tonight, man, that really had you like, you know, because I see one battle that made you jump in it almost a little bit.
Oh, no. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not gonna bullshit around it. Battle of the night was the main event. It was the biggest battle that everybody was talking about. It was the one that the fans were saying is possibly gonna be top 10 of the year. Has a classic type vibe to it. Fans are going crazy over it. Battle of the night is Big K versus JC. I'm just gonna come out and say that. You know what I mean? Get your pay-per-view right now on rapgrid.com. Go get your pay-per-view and see what we're talking about. Especially when that shit drops, it's going to be the full version of that. The pay-per-view is going to be up probably tomorrow, and that's going to be crazy. But that full version of that, I can tell while watching it. Like,
I mean, Show Off and Old Red gave him a run for their money for Battle at Night, though. That was close.
So Old Red we gotta be named as one of the best battlers in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? And Show Off, I told Show Off he did something that was like, you know, he's got that complex word style, whatever, but he was doing a lot of like talking to Red with like a lower tone at time, but still giving that vibe, that presence. I called it the Grim Reaper shit, because that's the vibe I was getting from Show. I was like, I don't remember seeing him doing that really that much in a battle. So when y'all see that lived up to the fucking hype too. 2 years we waited for that fucking battle and they put on. Shout out to Show Off and Old Red. They went crazy. Monsters.
How do you feel about QP and 40 bars?
QP and 40 bars, good battle. Good battle, solid battle. I think on footage it's going to be way better than it was in the building. I'll keep it 100 with y'all, tell y'all straight up, no chasing, no bullshit. We actually were supposed to be out of the building like an hour and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we got QP and 40 on, it ended up being the last battle of the night. I'm not going to say why on camera, but you know, shout out to everybody. But it ended up being the last battle of the night. And coming behind Big K versus JC and Old Red versus Show Off. And then you also had a bunch of people that was already leaving. There was no energy in the room for 40 bars versus QP. So I'm going to have a lot of appreciation for that footage. But in the building, it didn't hit the way that matchup was supposed to hit. But shout out to 40 and QP because they still showed up and they still rapped, they did their thing. And I think that footage is going to be on point.
QB had a lot of bars that were,
it's going to be on point.
Another exciting battle, man, was Murder and Floss. You know what I'm saying? They was going back and even got a little testy on that stage.
Got testy. You know what I'm saying? They was pushing around a lot.
How do you deal with that when you see like it potentially could go left?
When they started doing the pushing at first, the vibe that I felt was like they into it right now. That's why I didn't budge. But when it started becoming, you know the difference between a battle rap energy type of shove match and man to man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put you in a certain type of place, type of push. You know that? They started going back and forth a little bit more, like moment to moment like that. It was different. And at that point, it's a tap. You know what I mean? We see it a million times. Jay Murder and Rosenberg Raw, I stepped in real quick. Jims and fucking Rich Dollars, I stepped in front of real quick. Math and Show Off a bunch of times. It's happened a lot. You know what I mean? You just gotta pay attention because all that adrenaline is going. You know, it's a little bit of ego, a little bit of pride. The camera is going.
And everything like that.
You don't want it to get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to what up, nigga?
But you know, it shows that the battles, man, they be going through some real shit in there when they fighting.
We got exclusive footage for y'all of the post battle of those two guys together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop that so you'll see their energy, how they felt about each other after the battle, fresh off the stage. So that's gonna be dropping hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, the latest, some shit. So we got a bunch of those battles coming like that too from tonight's event. So y'all get a follow up on Murder and Force.
And then you get the battles to sit with each other. That's dope, man.
Yeah, we thought it would be a nice little cool idea. You know what I'm saying? Hop out, use the cameras that we spend all this fucking money on.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's working.
And you know, I can't forget about Swave and Heavy Hat, man. That was one of the battles where I really said, you know, Heavy Hat has to come, and this is gonna test them.
Within the first 15 seconds of Swave rapping, I said Swave came to play. I said he came to play. You know what I mean? Because sometimes somebody like Swave, who's such a vet in the game, been around so long, he could come into a battle like that, like, nigga, you don't deserve me, you ain't on my level, boom, 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 that type of energy. He was on Heavy right away. You know what I mean? He came out swinging. I said, Swave came to play. And Heavy did his thing too. Shout out to Heavy Hat's brother. You could tell by his third round that a lot of that whole scheme and setup was dedicated to his brother that's always standing behind him on footage, pulling his sweater and shit.
Yeah.
And that was deep. That was deep when he Speaking of Swave, you know what I'm saying?
If you wasn't speaking good about me, word to mother, turn these cameras off.
What did I just say about this motherfucker?
Nah, it was nothing but real shit.
My nigga, boy.
Gotta know that. Gotta know that.
I gotta go be daddy now. Y'all niggas be good, bro.
Yeah, you got responsibility.
Babysitter.
My nigga,
be good.
No, thank you, brother.
Be good, brother.
What's the next thing? You know what I'm saying? What's the next thing? You know, once we get, I know the battle's coming up. But what do we have after this, man? Do we have another battle?
I'll tell y'all some ideas.
Yeah.
Nothing's locked yet. I wanna see Jim versus Goods. I really wanna see that battle.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I wanna see Jim versus Goods. I wanna see QP versus Craig Lamar. C3 is telling me, yo, you gotta get me clean, you gotta get me clean, you gotta get me clean. I wanna know if y'all wanna see that battle. They went at her crazy in the building. Yeah. So if the fans wanna see that, we're gonna do our best maybe to bring that to y'all.
Yeah.
What else is on the table? Shit, I'm giving y'all exclusive, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. But those are probably some of the ones that's in our head right now, you know what I'm saying? We don't got no date or nothing like that, but we working.
Are we coming back with the small rooms again as well this year? Or?
Validation, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if there will be a validation in 2017. Last year I think we did two of our Last year I think we might have did two of our bigger cards, maybe a Blood, Sweat and Tears and a Lift Your Soul, and then three or four validation, like 4 validations last year, some shit. This year, what it feels like is we just concentrating on some of the events that are a little bit stronger for us. The Lift Your Souls, the Blood, Sweat and Tears. So you might get another Blood, Sweat. You might get Blood, Sweat and Tears 6 next. You might get Lift Your Soul 4 next.
Okay.
I doubt highly that the next card that we have will be validation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if one of those get in 2017. You might get 2, maximum 3 more cards before the year is out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what they're gonna be.
The ARP, man, once again, thank you for inviting us. Thank you for another great event.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta just tell you my favorite overhead and show off. You know what I mean? Before I get out of here, that's what did it for me. But
rapping ass niggas.
Thank you again, ARP, man, and tell the people where they could get these battles, man.
Appreciate you, man. First and foremost, yo, big salute and shout out to Hiphopisreal for fucking with RBE from day one. Check the channel. Day one, they be fucking with us. And big salute to y'all. Shout out to all the fans, everybody that came out supported tonight, the battlers, the bloggers, the media, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And listen, make sure y'all go to rapgrid.com right now and cop your Blood, Sweat and Tears 5 pay-per-view. Got 5 crazy fucking battles that's about to drop for y'all, including Big K versus JC, Show Off versus O-Red. Not to shit on anything else, but that alone is your money's worth and then some. So cop up ASAP, y'all. Fuck with y'all. Appreciate y'all as always.
Jeeps.